Well, maybe she doesn't want to do her job. Maybe that woman quit. Well, I guess he's not going to get something to eat in this coffee shop after all. Oh my God, are these people wearing the same outfit? She's wearing the same outfit. And that's the girl who just quit. And I guess nobody wants to answer the door for him. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to episode 7 of my Sims 4 soap opera Let's Play series, The Rich and the Fabulous. Right now we're here with Cormac Noir. As you guys remember from last episode, episode 6, the family secret was that Alark Ravenwood and his brothers are all clones, and Alark escaped from Mara Mars and Ren Tanner's, stole a device from them, as well as DNA from their original clones of the original Rita Mars and Bison Tanners, and then created a lab as well as Ravenwood Manor, and then took the device he stole to brainwash everybody in Brindleton Bay into believing that the Ravenwood family was an old money family that's been around for years, centuries, so on. But nobody really knew anything about the Ravenwood family other than they were old money and they had kind of secrets and mysteries to them. And that was because Alark put memories into everybody's head, about that. And then he is a clone that Mara Mars and Ren Tanners made from Haute Couture's vampire DNA, making Alark really her son, even though she doesn't know she even has a son, let alone that, the Ravenwood family, that she's sort of related to them. Anyways, Cormac Noir still thinks that his brother is, investigating in another city for a private investigation case for his Sims private investigations firm or spy. And so he's on the computer practicing his programming skills and looking up any of their cases and putting down new information for the cases that they're currently working on and stuff. And as you guys remember, Alark basically kidnapped Chet Noir and sort of kidnapped Shadow Ravenwood. But really, yeah, we'll say he kidnapped her, even though technically she's still at her home. She's just in a cell underneath Ravenwood Manor in Alark's lab, as well as Chet Noir being in a cell too, right next door to Shadow Ravenwood, underneath Ravenwood Manor. And so Cormac thinks that, like I said, that Chet Noir is, traveling for work, investigating something in another city. And Kuth, Shadow Ravenwood's husband, thinks that she's out traveling, for work because she's a stylist, and he thinks she's styling some big megastar in another city. Now you guys may be wondering, how would Kuth, wouldn't Kuth suspect that, she's not really doing that if he's texting her and stuff on his phone and she's not answering? Well, Alark made sure to take care of that because he took not only Chet Noir's phone, but Shadow Ravenwood's phone. And so he's texting Kuth back on Shadow Ravenwood's phone like, hey, honey, I'm styling this big star. And so I'll be back in a couple weeks. Love you. You know what I mean? Shit like that. And Alark's also using Chet Noir's phone to text, Cormac like, hey, currently working on that investigation, and I'm going to be in the city for a couple days to a couple weeks, and I will get back to you when I come back into town. Don't worry if I don't contact you for a while. I'm just working on that case and I'm dedicated to it. So, see you when I get back into town. And that's nothing new for Cormac Wire because that's happened before. They don't really talk on the phone to each other where they're sitting there talking to each other. They text because everybody nowadays texts and everything. So, Cormac's used to Chet Noir, traveling for work, working on different investigations that he's hired for to look into in different cities. So it's nothing new for him, as well as Kuth. It's not anything new for him that, Shadow Ravenwood travels for work, styling big stars and so on and so forth, because she travels all the time for that. So it seems to be working out for a lark, except for one thing. Cormac here is updating all of their investigations, like I said, and everything that they're doing, or that they work, everything that they work on a case for and that they're doing, he basically updates it in the different files for all these different investigations. But Cormac can't find the new investigation that Chet Noir is supposed to be working on. And he's kind of confused because he's like, well, wait, if Chet Noir is working on a case, why isn't it down here? Because Chet Noir's really, really, really super anal about, we got a case. We need to put a file on our computer of it. We need to have all the evidence and clues we find documented. Basically, everything needs to be documented so that their firm is to the utmost satisfaction to their customers, but also to its utmost ability to make it the #1 private investigation firm in Brindleton Bay, as well as Sim Earth or whatever. So Cormac is noticing that there's no investigation that it looks like, Chet Noir is working on other than the one that Shadow Ravenwood hired him for. And so he has no idea what's going on. He's like, well, what? Because he's surprised that Chet, who's supposed to be, type A anal and documents everything in cases, that it isn't documented. So today we're going to follow Cormac as he goes around asking people from different cases or different people that Chet Noir has talked to if they've seen Chet Noir. Because now that he's trying to contact Chet Noir on his phone, he's not getting any texts back, which is not really alarming him, but it kind of makes him a little bit concerned as to what's going on. Because he's wondering, what's going on here? Something's very, very suspicious. Not enough to go, go into a fury and start, wondering, is Chet Noir okay? Is he kidnapped? Is he dead? Blah, blah. He's not going to go into all that, but he's just wondering something's odd because this isn't exactly like Chet. So he's going to talk to different people because he's going to find out whether or not Chet is actually working on an investigation within Brindleton Bay or if he really is in another city or what's going on. So it's kind of a good thing that Cormac's a really good brother and notices things like that because nobody else seems to notice that Chet's missing nor that Shadow Ravenwood's missing. So Alaric kind of is, like going to have Cormac as his, person that's kind of going to unravel everything again. So let's follow Cormac Wire as he goes about asking people that have been on other cases if Chet Noir is currently working for them as well. Hey guys, okay, so we are at the Caliente residence, and I'm going to pause this. This is Dina Caliente, and she lives with her mother and her husband. Well, she hired Chet Noir not too long ago, I would say about maybe 8 months ago, to see whether or not her husband was cheating on her with her mother. And Chet Noir looked into it and found out that, Dina's husband was actually being faithful and wasn't doing anything with, her mother. And so all, that, case kind of ended on a good term, on good terms because everything worked out and her husband wasn't cheating. She just got suspicious. It just happened that he was working late because he wanted to take them on a vacation or whatever. Anyways, that's besides the point. Cormac here, came to see whether or not, she hired Chet Noir again to find out, if her husband's cheating again or anything like that. So he's currently asking, Dina if she's seen Chet Noir lately, and, without making it seem like they're idiot investigators, because they're not. But you know how some people can jump to conclusions thinking, oh, I hired you guys. He's trying to make it seem like if, he's coming to find out if she was happy with their service or whatever. And then he's going to ask, you haven't seen, Chet Noir lately, have you? And she's like, no, I haven't seen him at all. I haven't seen Chet Noir. I haven't needed to hire him, because everything worked out. But I am very happy with your guys' services. And she goes, and I will contact you if I ever need your guys' help again. And Cormac's like, okay, well, thank you. So now we're going to go to another person that Chet Noir and Cormac worked on a case with them. And so we shall see you when we get to their house. Okay, guys, we're here at Luna Moonbeam's house in Brindleton Bay, or what we are going to call Brindleton Bay. And this is her cat, Cosmo Moonbeam. Now, you may be wondering why he looks that way. Well, he's an alien cat, as well as his owner, Luna Moonbeam. She too is an alien, but Cormac and Chet Noir don't know that. Cormac and Chet Noir just helped her find her cat Cosmo here when he got lost, and that's why she hired them to help her look for her cat. So now we're going to watch as Cormac, goes and asks her if she's seen Chet Noir and if she was happy with their services, kind of disguising it as he's asking if she was happy with their services while trying to get the information of whether or not she's seen Chet Noir recently. So let's watch as he goes and asks Luna. Okay, guys, I'm going to pause this really quick. Okay, like I said before, Luna Moonbeam hired spy investigations or SIM private investigations firm or spy, Chet and Cormac Noir's, private investigation firm. She hired them to help her look for her cat because Cosmo, who's never been to Sim Earth before, got lost one day when he went outside and was looking around. So Luna hired them to find him, and they ended up finding him. So everything worked out well. So he's here at her house now, but he doesn't know she's an alien, and this is one of my alien sims. So when you remember episode 5 where Abyssalith Clan, believes in alien overlords, she is basically praising people like Luna Moonbeam here and Cosmo Moonbeam, because she doesn't know that they're aliens, and neither does Cormac or Chet. So, he's asking Luna, were you happy with our services when we helped you find Cosmo? And she's like, oh yes, I enjoyed it. You guys did a very good job. I would hire you again. And then now Cormac's asking her, you haven't happened to see Chet Noir lately, have you? He hasn't come by to say hi or see how things are going. And she goes, oh no, I haven't seen him since the investigation, but please give me send him my love, because he did a very good job. And I'm so glad that Cosmo's back with me. So now that Cormac's like, oh, okay, well, I will do that. He's thinking to himself, okay, guys, we're back here with them sitting down. We're going to pretend like, Cormac didn't just get up in the middle of me trying to tell you what's going on. So, he asked Luna Moonbeam if, their services were good, and she said yes. And then he asked her if she's been in touch with Chet Noir lately, and she said no. So he's thinking to himself, okay, well, that's not very good. So now he's thinking of other people that they've worked with or worked for, investigating stuff, and then he's wondering if he should go and see them. Next, And in case you're wondering, like I said, she was an alien, so she wasn't really reading his mind. She was more or less trying to, you know, see whether or not he was actually going to tell, you know, his brother, you know, send her his love because you guys don't know this, but Luna Moonbeam kind of has a crush on Chet Noir. And I can't say he's a blamer because, you know, he's kind of easy on the eyes. So now we're going to go to the next client that Cormac and Chet Noir worked for, and we're going to see, you know, if they've seen Chet. Okay, guys, here we are at a local coffee shop, and Cormac's going to get something to eat, as well as go over, you know, who other people that they've worked for, you know, has Chet Noir currently been in contact with. So he's going to go in there and get something to eat, and maybe while he's in there, he might see one of the people that he worked with, and maybe chat them up while they're in here so that he doesn't actually have to go to their home. And then we'll go from there. So let's watch as he goes into the coffee shop. There he goes to get something to eat. Let's see all the people that are walking in there right now. Kind of seems like that woman was going to quit just now. So, yeah. Well, maybe she doesn't want to do her job. Maybe that woman quit. Well, I guess he's not going to get something to eat in this coffee shop after all. Oh, that's funny. Hey guys, and here we are inside the coffee shop. I'm going to pause stuff. I'm going to pause things. We are inside. We are indeed inside the coffee shop. As you can see, no one is actually working because when we first got in here, that girl quit. So this woman here must be the person that came to fill her shift. Anyways, this woman right here is Seductress Eros. She has a weird name, but she's also a vampire, so I mean, it could be weirder. Anyways, she wanted Cormac. She hired Cormac and Chet Noir about a couple months ago to help her find a lost trinket that she had that she thought was stolen. And it turns out it was stolen, and it was stolen by this other guy who was also a vampire. And it turns out he stole it because he wanted, you know, something from her because he was crushing on her. Now, again, Cormac and Chet Noir don't know that she was a vampire, nor that the guy who stole her trinket was a vampire as well. They just went and told her where she could find it, and so she went to go get it, and so everything worked out, and she's currently dating that guy right now. So anyways, let's listen to their conversation. As you know, Cormac's asking her, did you guys, did you like our services? Were you happy with our services? And Seductress is like, yes, I was very happy with your services. And Cormac's like, you know, have you talked to Chet Noir at all lately? And she's like, no, I haven't talked to Chet Noir at all. And this girl clearly wants to get in on the conversation. Talk about having no privacy. Anyways, Cormac realizes that she hasn't seen Chet Noir either. But I see some other people in here. Oh my god, are these people wearing the same outfit? She's wearing the same outfit, and that's the girl who just quit. She's wearing the same outfit, and this woman right here is wearing the same outfit. That's a lot of people wearing the same outfit. Anyways, let's focus on just that conversation. He knows Chet Noir's missing, so now his next stop is to go to Kuth and find out, you know, if Kuth knows anything. Okay, guys, I'm going to pause this again. Pause time. Okay, so Cormac is next going to go and see Shadow Ravenwood because he's going to see whether or not she's seen Chet Noir lately because, she might know. But he doesn't know that she's being held underneath the Ravenwood Manor in a cell in a lab along with, Chet Noir. So what he's going to do is see if she's there. And then if not, he's going to, well, we'll see what he does. But mainly he's going to see if Shadow Ravenwood is home. And then I think we shall wrap up the episode. Okay, here we are, guys. And we are going to watch as Cormac goes in to find out if Shadow Ravenwood is home. And I guess nobody wants to answer the door for him. Well, we can see a lark is home. And let's see. Is anybody else home? Or are they just all ignoring him? Let's see. Cormac's like, okay, fine, I'll go home then. So as we can see, no one wanted to answer the door for Cormac. Probably because they don't know who he is. Well, Lark knows who he is. Shadow Ravenwood knows who he is, but Lark's not going to answer the door because he was the one that was in the living room. So he knows, he has a feeling that Cormac might know what's going on. So with that, we are going to go back home, you guys, and we shall wrap up the episode. Okay, guys, here we are back at Cormac and Chet Noir's home. And Cormac is entering in all this information that he gathered today that no one knows where Chet is. And he was able to find out when he got home from knocking on the door that, the Ravenwoods weren't going to let him in. And he's like, that's suspicious considering Chet Noir's been there, several times to work with Shadow Ravenwood, even if it's under a disguise and not as openly as a private investigator, they would at least know who Chet is as well as Cormac, and that he was working with Shadow Ravenwood on something anyway. They would at least know that. So it's weird that none of them knew who he was and wouldn't even open the door. But as you guys remember, Lark was there, so he knew who Cormac was and was making sure that the others didn't open the door for him. So Cormac decided, before coming home that he was going to ask the neighbors what was going on and if they've seen Shadow Ravenwood, and they filled him in that she's traveling for work at the moment and she's been gone the last several days, and Chet Noir, asked them, how long has she been missing? And they were like, a couple days now that she's, been out of town. And Cormac's like, that's interesting. So he's here typing that in because he finds that interesting that Shadow Ravenwood and Chet Noir both traveled for work at the same time several days ago. And he finds that very suspicious. So he will probably look into this, further in future, episodes. Okay, so with that, I'm going to end the episode here, and I'm sorry it was a short episode today, but, from last episode's drama to this episode, it wasn't going to be as dramatic or fulfilling, but, it's a good episode, and it'll eventually lead us to future episodes that will get us into, the season finale, which should be good. So anyways, I'm going to end it here, and I want to thank you guys for watching and watching my content, and I hope that you're still enjoying my Sims 4 soap opera Let's Play series, The Rich and the Fabulous. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.